Hell yeah. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Punk Rock Radar late night show, The Variety Hour, featuring Ergo, and Crazy Kyle. Let me get the soundboard out. Soundboard opening soundboard.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm about to buzz.
What? You film yourself in the shower or something? What's going on?
That was me. That was me.
That was you. I got a couple new things for here.
You got some soundboards?
No offense, man. It's just not rocking. Just not rocking. Just not rocking.
How?
How?
Of course.
Pooley.
Pooley.
How did the cat?
We need to get a "You're Making Me Mad" sound clip. That'll be future episodes.
Crazy Kyle, what is up? Who do we got in the house right now? We've got Rabbit. I can't say the full name. Koho. I can't. Never heard this before. It's a pretty good record. The Punk Rock Guru says, I do really like Dude's voice. Punk Rock Guru says, Loose Shades, Patricia, and Praise the Day are all bangers. Today is pretty rad, too. We're going to get into, obviously, this is the Record of the Week stream. If you don't know, we do a Record of the Week on our Discord, which if you want to be a part of, you got to join the Discord and then join the Record of the Week. So join the Discord. You can add Urgoth, you can add Immortal Coil, and we'll explain to you what you need to do, what our expectations are for you to be involved in this, for you to possibly get selected. Well, I mean, everyone will get selected to have your record listened to by a multitude of tens of people. So,
what episode are we on? Or not episode, but what record? Is this like the 9th one this season?
Yeah, I know it's way more than the 9th one, dude. It's like record 15.
15.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we've done a ton of these records already. And Spab is here as well, and he says, Sup, homie. Yeah, there's a lot of these. We're almost like kind of low-key through. So, there's not that
really?
many.
Yeah, how many people signed up this season?
It's like a little over 20. So we only have like maybe like 7 or 8 more people left, I think. So, but before we get into the Record of the Week, we're going to be reacting to a couple of videos to kind of wait for some people to fester in, and then we're going to react to some videos by Flashlight Brown, off the record My Degeneration, which was a record selected by Kyle, aka Immortal Coil himself. Some sort of nostalgia album, some sort of Canadian band that he has.
Yeah, some rare Canadian pop punk.
Never heard of these before in my life. So we're going to start with a video of Danzig, I believe.
Yeah, here we go.
Talking about books, talking about his book collection, which I think is a little bit amusing. Also, just because, I don't know, Danzig's always has this air of pretension about him. He's a bit...
just a little bit, right?
Of course, by his bookshelf with no shirt on, as most people would be. So
I was watching some other, like...
I can do my talk about
we
my
should
books
do a book video, yeah.
A book video.
Reaction.
I've got a lot of horror books, got a little bit of H.P. Lovecraft here, so in the vein of something that maybe Danzig would read.
Danzig's got probably all the horror books.
He's definitely got like H.P. Lovecraft, but I think everything he talks about here are like these like philosophy books.
I was watching it's these two metal guys. I can't remember the name of the podcast right now, but they're talking about like how Satan must be real, because how did Danzig, this little guy, produce like this crazy horror punk music? And like, I don't know if you've watched like the early videos of the Misfits playing. He's just this like really little dude. It was before he was like super jacked.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Misfits. I honestly don't think the Misfits are that aggressive. So
no,
they're kind of dorky. Misfits are kind of dorky, dude.
I mean, Danzig's a pretty big dork, but I don't know if he knows that.
Yeah, I mean, Danzig thinks he's really cool, obviously. Let's see here. Danzig's cat says, fun fact, Danzig put out Black Acid Devil on Hollywood Records. Disney. Is that one of his records?
Is that true?
Black Acid Devil? I have no clue. That must be like a 2000s record. I mean, we're talking about Hollywood Records a lot because Flashlight Brown is also on Hollywood Records, and so was Destruction by Definition by the Suicide Machine. So
Disney's putting out some of the best punk of our time.
But yeah, we'll get into Danzig talking about Glenn Danzig interview on the topic of books. So just Danzig talking about just books in general. Let's see what he has to say.
All right, let's
You
do
guys
it.
ready for this?
Welcome to my book collection. This is just part of my book collection.
Oh no, we gotta
kinds of
pause it
stuff.
already.
So creepy, so weird.
Already, he's like doing the whole character. He's like, "Welcome to my book collection. These are my collection of books. These books are up on my shelf, and I have collected them from a variety of places. Some of them came from the library. Some of them came from the bookstore. Some of them were for Christmas. And over time, I've put them all on the shelf."
Even the audio sounds spooky. I don't know if you did that on
It's
purpose.
weird.
But
Also, why is it black and white?
Yeah.
You know, he had to ask for this interview in black and white. He's like, Can we make it black and white when I talk about my book collection?" He had to have requested it. It's an art. He's an artist, so
I wonder.
respect.
Yeah, you know what? I wish we could see this in color because I wonder how pale his skin is. Like, or if he's got like a really nice tan right now.
Moral Coral says this is gross.
That's my
Poking
wife.
out-
For
I
people that don't know, but it's her birthday today, so happy birthday,
Oh,
Immoral
Happy
Coral.
birthday, Mortal. I'm sorry that Immortal Coral Coil is here, looking at Danzig with his shirt off instead of celebrating your birthday. But hopefully, you had a nice birthday lunch. I guess
We had a great lunch. Yeah, we had a good lunch.
excellent. Punk Rock Guru says, "I feel pretty welcome. No lie, I know. I feel like I could feel kind of cozy. I feel like I could listen to this guy read me a story. He could read me a book to sleep. They should make that. You know,
That
Danzig reading.
that
Yeah.
reminds me of there's a Simpsons episode where Christopher Walken is reading kids' books. It just sounds like horrific. I don't know
Really?
if you've ever seen that, but this is what reminds me because same vibe.
Evo Pirate says, Rollins, have you seen Danzig get knocked out by the Biohazard guy? Wasn't it the what is his name? It wasn't Biohazard. It was-
Yeah, it's a different. I don't think they're like a huge band.
They're a hardcore band though, right? New York hardcore band, I think.
Something like that. I
I
can't
forget their
remember
name.
exactly.
It wasn't Biohazard though, but let's continue listening to let's see here, Danzig talk about books. He's only said, "Look at my book collection." Already,
And he's,
pretty fun,
yeah,
right?
it's already great. All right, let's do it.
The Werewolf by Montague Summers. This is great. There's lots of great werewolf stories in here, all documented, all true.
Oh, he got a pause
And
there. I was gonna say, whereas when I heard that, I thought he was gonna be like, "There's a lot of great words in here that I read quite often." Also, like, I love that I understand he's just fidgeting with the books, but like, why is he opening the book? Like, are you looking for a specific paragraph?
Yeah, he like jumped to like page 300 to
No,
400.
he just
Like,
nope, nope. It's just. I think it's just like that's like in his mind. It's like him pondering the book. He's not looking at it. He's not reading any words. By the way, he's not really looking for a paragraph. He's just opening it to look like he's intelligently kind of pondering this novel and waxing poetic about it.
Mhm.
So, but we'll continue. So I don't want to pause. We'll go for a little bit now.
There's one in particular that's great where they're looking for this guy who's accused of being a werewolf, and he comes out of this clearing shaking a baby in his mouth. That's pretty cool.
okay. So, yeah.
This is great, right?
I
This is awesome.
yeah. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
It's the kind of stuff I like to read.
Kind of stuff I like to read.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah. The cult roots in Nazism. Every school child should have this book.
Go ahead. Pause it.
Danzig's like, don't ban any of the books. Put them all out of the library. I'll take them.
So, I don't know what the story was about the baby, someone holding the baby in their mouth, but now we're at
A werewolf, he said. A guy,
Nazism.
it was a werewolf. So.
It's like, I love the occult. I love Nazism. So
Real monsters, fake monsters, whatever.
Like, I'm just doing it for studying purposes. The Nazis had a lot of interesting ideas. Maybe not all of them were implemented the best, but I felt like there was they tapped into kind of a spiritual realm that I don't. It's like, have you ever watched Hellboy? Have you ever read Hellboy comics? It's very much like that, actually.
Do you think Hitler actually kind of influenced the Misfits? Is that what he's getting at here?
I don't know. I
No.
mean, back in the '80s, there was a lot of like the ironically wearing the swastika and then unironically wearing the swastika
Yeah.
just to be edgy.
Yeah,
So
that was weird.
Darby Crash is also kind of into like Nazi stuff too, like a little bit.
Sid
So
Vicious, right? He always wore a Nazi shirt.
yeah, Sid Vicious as well.
And the
So
Prince of England.
now Glenn is just. I think Glenn just thinks it's edgy. So
Yeah.
like Glenn Danzig is like the biggest edge lord on planet Earth. I can't think of anybody edgier than Glenn Danzig. So
Rollins, maybe. Yeah.
Rollins
Rollins.
is the most pretentious person I've ever. Most pretentious punk. Glenn Danzig is the most edgy punk. But let's see what the people are saying. Dylan, his chat, he said, "You guys know what you're talking about, and I feel sorry for you guys don't know what you're talking about. I feel sorry for your family." Hey, man, I feel sorry for my family. Danzig Cat says Northside Kings. Yeah, that's who it was. Northside Kings. MD says this isn't spooky. It's creepy. It's a little creepy to see somebody's ego. Kind of this. He's like really just.
He's kind of laughing a little bit. Maybe he's in on the joke, right? Give him the benefit
I don't
of the
think
doubt.
so.
No.
No, I think he's just like, yeah, I know this is kind of a dark topic to own in my collection, but I just really thought it was an important thing to read about.
I had no choice. Yeah.
I got something to say. I read Mein Kampf today, says Dylan. I would have got to haha, love this one. I like when he talks about werewolves. I like when Danzig talks about werewolves. But yeah,
I
let's
like
keep
when
it
he
going.
sings about him too. But
I like
yeah.
when he sings about werewolves. Go ahead.
You can learn a lot from this one.
There's like a little tongue-in-cheek there. There's a little play.
What else do we got here? There's just various books on death, anthropology of evil,
Cool.
different societies' views of evil, what their
Pretty
conception
badass,
of evil
honestly.
is. Something that don't even have evil.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Found what he was looking for.
Wait, cultures with no evil? What is he talking about over here? This is
He's like, there's evil, there's good, and then there's no evil. Some cultures don't even believe in evil, that everything good and evil are a yin and yang, both necessary for the balance, the order to function. Now check out this book about Dracula being real.
all right.
This one's the lost books of the Bible. There's also the
Oh.
forgotten books of Eden, but the lost books of the
That's
Bible
so funny.
tells you a lot of stuff that they omitted from the Bible.
Go ahead, pause.
All
real quick.
original
You know
chapters.
about this? I feel like you know about it.
Of course, I have it. It's
Oh, you
not the
have
Dead
it?
Sea. It's just the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay, yeah, I've heard of
that's
that.
all it is. Like I'm like, yeah, and it's not omitted. It's omitted only in like certain sects of Christianity. Like the Catholics take some, and the Orthodox takes other. Bible Dumb podcast should know all about this. So I mean, it's pretty. It's funny to have the lost books of the Bible and be like, this is the stuff they didn't want you to know about. I'm like, well, the Orthodox know about it.
So you have it. So I don't know anything about it. Like what are these secrets they're keeping?
Nothing. It's just other bits and stories and stuff like that. And I think there's like a few things about like I mean, most of the stuff's already mentioned in the Bible, like giants and stuff like that. But there's like some more stuff on giants and things like that. Some other different things, but it's nothing like crazy. It's not. It's
All
nothing
right.
out of like the realm of like actually. Lucifer was the good guy. It says in this one.
Yeah, all these spoilers. Yeah. All
Well,
right,
let's read the chat real quick. Spab says the humidity isn't good for books. It must be hot in there because he does have his shirt off. It does. Wait a second. So does he have an indoor pool? That looks like reflection from water. It kind of does.
It's
I kinda
probably
heat-
his
it sound-
cauldron. It's its cauldron, right?
It's his witch's cauldron.
Yeah. He's making a brew. A witch's brew.
He's making a spell. And Dylan says we live in a society. Let's keep going though.
Chapters of the Bible which were excised. Let me see. There's a chapter in here. Yeah, here we go. Infancy. This tells you about Jesus' childhood. Stuff that I guess most churches wouldn't want you to know about because it doesn't fit in with their ideology of Christ. And let me see.
Jesus was a punk. He listened to the Misfits.
He's like, actually, Jesus was quite rebellious at his age. He carved anarchy symbols into the tabernacle.
There's one passage in here where Jesus and a little kid are playing on the Sabbath, and Jesus is making these clay statues he's formed come to life, and the child says, it's a Sabbath, you shouldn't be do that, and blah, 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 blah. And so anyway, Jesus kills the kid.
I don't think that happened, did it? He put a little bit of blah, 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 like you didn't read
a bunch
it.
of stuff. He's like, and so on, kid's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been. Jesus could have killed a child.
All right, you
So,
heard it here first.
Yeah, that's why I really respect Jesus now, that I know he's a child murderer. Really gives you a different perspective.
That's where the Skulls lyrics were inspired by, maybe. Jesus.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea if that's true or not. So I was assuming these were the Dead Sea Scrolls, but it could just be something else. So
Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm gonna look this up.
you gotta look it
after,
up.
yeah.
So Jesus murked him. He's like, yeah, he was making a
Pwned
bunch
him.
of clay statues. He just went. He did the little finger guns and dropped him dead. So
Jesus. Yeah. All right. Let's
hey,
keep
hey,
going here.
watch yourself, buddy.
And here we have another passage. Another time when Lord Jesus was coming home in the evening with Joseph, he met a boy who ran so hard against him that he threw him down. To whom the Lord Jesus said, As thou hast thrown me down, so shalt thou fall, nor ever rise. And at that moment the boy fell down and died.
Hmm.
I don't know. He seems
So-
proud of it. He seems like, yep,
It
He's like,
happened.
yeah, happened. So, Jesus murderer, I'm a murderer. And he's by a pool. There is like, I hear water, and it does look like the reflection of water on his face, like the light.
So you just
He's-
got a
he's next-
bookcase in his pool.
In his pool, he's
room.
next to something. He's next to water. I think Spab is right. He has to be next to water. So,
I don't know. It's probably a river of blood.
all right, let's keep it going. Yeah, that grin, Bible Dumb says. He is smirking, dude.
All right, here we go.
Jesus. It's pretty funny. This is a dictionary of angels. This tells you all the angels, their names, the days they preside over, the hours, what their functions are.
Do you which order do you think he reads his angels in? Ascending or descending?
He reads it like a manga book backwards.
Do you believe in any of that stuff?
He's like, yeah, but all that shit's a bunch of bullshit anyways. Okay, that was pretty funny, right?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Jesus is his homeboy. Jesus, pretty funny. That was good. I remember seeing that and being like, oh my god, this guy.
I never knew about Jesus and that kid. That's crazy. So
I didn't know Jesus killed a kid either. All right. So we got another, since in the spirit of Halloween, we've got another piece of Danzig content here for you, which is Immortal Coil has never seen this. I want to see from chat. I know we're a little bit delayed, but who in chat has heard the Danzig shopping list, grocery shopping list? This is like a classic, dude. I remember this. I remember we were like big on the Misfits in late middle school, early freshman year high school, and this was like, we would quote this all the time to each other. So me and a couple of my friends. So I just want to see if anybody in chat, has ever listened to the Glenn Danzig grocery shopping list. All right. We'll see if anyone has. I'm not sure if maybe it's just my weird friend group. So nope, says Scores Galore. That's enough for me.
all right.
Let's get it going. You've never seen this, right?
I've never seen this. This looks interesting. He's got
Alright.
crackers.
He's got some premium
What is he
saltine
wearing?
crackers.
Wings?
He's wearing the angel wings.
Okay.
He's this guy.
If I had
All
this
right, let's-
encyclopedia, I'd know which one, but I don't. So
Some
ahead.
saltines, can of sardines, frozen pizza, rice cakes, 1 dozen burritos, Shrek 2 on DVD, 3-liter bottle of Mountain Dew, yams!
All right, so this is like
what? That is so stupid.
you've never
Easily
seen
one of
that?
the stupidest things I've ever seen now.
That is like we would all the time. Me and my friends, like freshman year, would just be like Shrek 2 on DVD, 3-liter bottle of Mountain Dew.
Well, that's the best part for sure. The Mountain Dew.
That guy, he does a couple different things. He does like a Danzig impression. He has done also a Shakira mashed up with Danzig music video as well. Hips Don't Lie featuring Danzig.
Oh,
He
that
does
sounds
the
kind of
voice.
familiar.
Yeah. He's like, you want to watch Danzig gonna speak Spanish? Burrito, taquito. It's the funniest thing. We'll save that for another time. So yes. Yeah, man, I think we're the same age here. Yeah, you've seen this punk rock guru? Yeah, man, this shit was like, bring back the 3-liter, you cowards, says Dylan. Also, by the way, if anyone wants to join in and just chat with us while we're here, you can hop in the waiting room in the Discord, and we will bring you in. Nobody has done this yet, so if you want to grow a pair and hop in, and we can watch, react to a video together. You know, there's a big old punk rock family. So there's a video of a sitcom where everyone is dancing. We'll have to bring that up.
I think I've seen that one. That's a good one too. Yeah.
But the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do a classic. Was that the AI thing that looks like Who's the Boss? Was that AI? I don't think it was AI. I think somebody actually edited it.
Yeah, I don't think AI was.
I think that was before AI. Go ahead, look up Danzig sitcom. Or no, we'll do this one. So next one we're gonna react to. We're out of the Danzig content for right now. We've had enough.
We got more days of October for Danzig.
Yeah. So we're gonna react to a classic here just because it's short. This is one I've watched this video so many times. Immortal Coil has watched this video so many times, and then we have one more video after this, and then we're gonna get into My Degeneration by Flashlight Brown. But this is Fat Mike going to the Warped Tour Bible study. Paramore was there. Under Oath was there. We'll get into it. We'll watch this. We'll see if this is any.
Kinds of bands.
I remember finding this very amusing back in the day, but we'll see what's up with it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So-
I haven't seen this in years now, but all right, let's do it.
Let's do it. $10 p.m.
I'm not gonna be. I just want to check out what you guys are doing.
1 John
Pause
1.
real quick.
That which was from
We'll rewind it a little bit, but 10 p.m. This like kind of past all their bedtimes.
You never heard of Midnight Mass?
Well, midnight mass. That's Catholics, evangelical.
Yeah.
That's a little late, man. That's testing the limits. All right, man.
Are they? What are
So-
they? They're just Christian. That's what they are. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is just. I think this whole scene was like evangelical Christians. So, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
I'm not gonna be. I just want to check out what you guys are doing.
1 John 1. That which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked at and our hands have touched, this we proclaim concerning the word of life.
I fail. I can't do it on my own, just like every other person in the world, you know? So,
How do you fail?
Something better.
Are you a good person? Are you a good person?
probably not.
Oh.
I always remember that. He's like, oh, okay.
well, yeah. What are you gonna say back to that now? He's like,
I know,
I'm
what a
shit.
weird-
I'm the worst.
Yeah, I guess one guy I think does say it. He's just like, I'm ugly from the inside out.
I think that's
Well, I
coming
got-
up. The Under Oath guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the adult braces. I remember that guy a lot. But I mean, this is like peak. This is peak Fat Mike. This is Fat Mike at his most Fat Mike-ish.
For sure. What is this? I think it's 2004.
2004. Yeah, you can't get more funnier to a 15-year-old boy than Fat Mike is here right now. Fat Mike was the funniest guy when I was 15. Just zingers after zingers. He didn't care.
No, and I mean, if people don't know, I think Under Oath like left the Warped Tour because of this. They were just so upset.
Because of this, I thought it was because. You think it was because of this exact video? I thought it was because he said they don't believe in dinosaurs.
Well, that's part of it. Yeah, he'd always say that on stage.
So they were getting bullied, so they left. That's a bad look for Under Oath, man. I mean, they're sensitive guys, you know.
Yeah.
The music they make, they're sensitive dudes, you know.
Aren't they chasing safety? Right? That's
that's
chasing
out.
safety. They're just looking for safety.
That album, you know what? Low key, that album kind of slaps. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
I think it goes kind of hard. So
it's all right.
I mean, from the softest guys I've ever known, they made it pretty hard out.
True.
Yeah, but this
I've seen them. I've seen them live a couple times actually, and
also I feel like now is like a universal thing to say. Like everyone thinks Fat Mike isn't a good person all of a sudden, so it's pretty funny.
He was never a good person.
I mean, yeah, but like I feel like Fat Mike thought like you could be like he was an asshole, but he thought he was a good person. He thought he was standing for the right causes and stuff like that. So
right.
I think Fat Mike still thinks he's a good person overall.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep going.
Guess not. Yeah. You don't think you're a good person? I mean, I think I'm a really good person. Is having temptation bad?
See?
Oh, no, certainly not.
You think that? Yeah, like he thinks he's good because of that.
He thinks he's a good person. Also, he's like having temptation is bad. Fat Mike loves temptation.
Yeah, it's like all he likes.
Fat Mike is all about temptation. He's about not just temptation, but doing it.
Yeah.
So
gets
I
kind
don't know
of
what he's
gross
talking
sometimes.
about.
That guy, but yeah.
I know. This is always more easy. Now you look back at it, and you're like, "Damn, Fat Mike, you could have used a little Jesus." Let's see the people are saying. Punk Rocker says something with Under Oath and dinosaur. Yeah, that's this video basically. Danzig Cat says Midnight Matt is a great series by Mike Flanagan, the guy who did Haunting of Hill House. Haunting of Hill House, also a great series. I would say this Midnight Mass is excellent except for the final episode. Taco Man says now he's an annoying good person. Danzig's Cat says I almost left the chat due to the teasing of Danzig.
You'll be okay. Get over it.
It was with the utmost respect. So shopping list went hard, but we're teasing Fat Mike now. And I guess all these people, I feel like none of these people, if I remember correctly, even react very much. They all just kind of sit there awkwardly. Well, like Fat Mike is just like, yeah, but like, why?
Yeah, I think they're like, too, like Fat Mike has a status, you know, at Warped Tour.
And definitely.
And they're like, oh, Jesus, Warped Tour. Like they didn't know who to offend. So
they just don't know what to do, I think, at this point. But yeah go ahead, you can play it.
I've been married 14 years. I never cheated on my wife. You know, but I see chicks, I'm like, that's awesome.
I'm a terrible person. If you could see inside of me, I'm a terrible person. I do.
No, I want to know why you think you're a terrible person.
Because I'm capable of hating people. I have hated people. I do a lot of freaking crap that isn't right.
Right next to him. There she is. Haley Williams of Paramore.
Who do you think this guy hated? Like, I want to know the details. Like, he's pretty confident.
Probably like minorities.
Probably, so, yeah, that's who he's
probably a raging racist.
Under Oath, yeah, jeez.
Was he in Under Oath? I couldn't remember what band he was.
Yeah,
in.
I just said Under Oath over there. Yeah,
I
never noticed the braces before, but
he hates dinosaurs. Yeah, I always remember the adult braces. And I remember looking at that and like being like, "Why does this grown man have braces?" When I was younger, I didn't realize that was a thing.
You know what though? I wonder how young they were here. They might have been pretty young.
They're like a pretty new band at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, look at Haley Williams. She looks like she's 16 years old.
Yeah, she shouldn't even be on the Warped Tour, probably.
No.
Especially not around Fat Mike, right?
Well, Fat Mike's, when he sees chicks, he's like, fuck yeah.
That's her reacting to him saying that, yeah. All right, here we go.
We all agree Jesus Christ is probably a really good guy, right? He seems like a good guy to me from what I've heard. He drank wine, he got partied a little. I mean, he drank wine.
Oh, I just wanna, oh,
You know,
yeah, we'll play this part back.
a bit, yeah.
Yeah, play it back. But I just want to say, I'm just kind of realizing Fat Mike's like 35 here, right? Probably.
Okay, yeah.
And everyone else is like 18, 19 years old. It's pretty funny. You look how like young everybody looks here. They all like, this really does look like youth groups back in the day that I remember. And Fat Mike's showing up here like, "What's up, guys?"
Yeah, like he should not be there. He wasn't invited. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. Bible to Bible says, "I'm a terrible person. Don't even ask how I got this train conductor hat." He did. He was wearing like a train conductor hat. You're right.
Yeah.
He hates trains and dinosaurs. So, man, I love trains. You a big train guy?
Not really. No.
Come on, trains are cool. You ever been on one?
I've been on plenty of trains. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Canada's got a lot of trains.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got the
Yeah.
Via Rail. You got that in? You got that?
Yeah. No, we have the metro. We have the metro. There's not a lot of trains here. That's why I'm fascinated by trains. Is due to the lack of trains, and so
they're the cornerstone of our economy. You know, they bring,
It's
they,
trains.
they bring stuff places.
Okay. All right. All right. Immortal Coil, big train guy confirmed. Let's go.
Hey, you guys see this? Is there a shitter nearby?
Mexicans, man, get out of here! You know that dude? Yeah, he's in my band.
Yeah, that's like the best.
Oh,
the best
what
part.
happened? Yeah, that's always the best part. Oh, there's a part at the end they cut out though, where the guy from Amber Pacific like walks up to him and he's just like, "You know, we may have our differences and everything, but I want you to know I'm like a really big fan.
Yeah.
And your band inspired my band." I always thought that was cool.
Same,
But also,
yeah.
I like it at the end there when Fat Mike's like, "Fucking Mexicans." That guy with the train hat was probably just like high-fiving him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you also."
That's
have
yeah.
hatred."
He's like, I hate El Jefe. Yeah.
He's like, "I hate that guy too."
I love that the one guy is like, you know him? Like, I don't know. You'd think
He's
if you're
like-
on the Warp Tour, you probably know.
He's like looking at Fat Mike. He'd be like, "Are you a racist or do you know that guy?" It's called My Three Danzigs, the show. Yeah, Fat Mike is asserting his dominance, definitely. He's just showing up there, and honestly, not as funny as when I was younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was definitely funnier when I was younger. Fat Mike was funnier when I was younger, so...
Now he's just
Right.
sad usually, but...
Well, I mean, now, yeah, but I mean, back then, obviously, I still, like, enjoy him. I just, like, know the trajectory of what's going on with this guy.
Should we put this on? It's
What?
only a minute
What?
here. My Three Danzigs.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. My Three Danzigs coming up. This is AI. This one is AI.
It looks like AI for sure, yeah.
Yeah, this
It's a rare
Get
condition.
the baby
this day and
Danzigs,
age. The Danzigs that read
looks like
from
a-
a dark spell book
It
page.
just looks like New Jersey.
Ancient tradition, a satanic design, and eldritch horrors to corrupt your mind.
Jeez.
Well, then there must be some magic.
Now hold on, go
glue
back. Go
inside.
back. Pause on that kid. What is going on? Pause on that kid. That looks like Brendan Fraser.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, it looks
That looks-
just like Brendan Fraser. Yeah.
That looks like the star of the hit movie The Mummy. So this is for sure AI. It's definitely AI. This is 100% AI.
Yeah.
There must be some magic clue inside this orphan lunch.
Why is it My Three Danzigs? There is so many Danzigs. There's more.
Yeah, there's way more than three.
Are all these Danzigs? That looks like Hasbullah.
Hasbullah.
We're gonna drink God's blood and cut ourselves.
Oh my god, dude. This is nightmare fuel.
It's like a kiss
We're
dance.
gonna train these kids in hip-hop culture.
All of these guys have commercials on TV selling washers and dryers.
Who does?
All of these guys have
Oh.
commercials on TV selling washers and dryers. All these guys are selling like flex tape. They're doing these all could be like they could all be like stabbing holes in buckets and being like flex tape.
What's that guy's name? Billy.
Uh,
Billy
I forget his name.
Mace. Billy Mace?
Phil Swift. Phil Swift.
Phil Swift. Okay.
Yeah, Billy Mays was another one. R.I.P. to a legend.
Yeah.
Horror makes good bedtime stories, raising orphans a Celtic glee.
The music, dude. The music's AI generated too. It's so awful.
Yeah.
Go back again.
Which part?
Go back to the three guys with the makeup on. One of them had makeup. That right there. That looks like who does that look like? Oh my gosh, Pete. What's his name? Pete Davis.
Wait, the one with the makeup?
No, the one in the middle kind of looks like if Pete Davis was on the Jersey Shore.
Okay, yeah, I can see that now. Yeah,
You can see that. Yep. Yeah.
The other one reminds me of like a cartoon character.
I don't know. This is disturbing.
Yeah, it's all messed up.
I'm uncomfortable watching this, so let's hurry this up. We got one more thing we're gonna watch, and then Great Value Doyle.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, let's what is, dude, this is
I don't know. This is making me uncomfortable.
This is making me uncomfortable. The weird gyrations of the AI.
That's the best one.
I love the little Brendan Fraser Danzig baby. All right. So we got one last video for you guys here before we move on to talking about record of the week. I gotta take a piss real quick already. So Immortal Coil, it's your job to entertain everybody, read the chat.
Okay.
It's all on you, man. Keep the stream going, keep it rolling.
All right. Frankenstein Danzig. I guess so. Is that what you're talking about, the makeup one? Let me reopen that here.
Box up.
All right, everyone post your favorite Danzig. What was your favorite one? I'll try to find them. It's a pretty good one. That looks like Incredible Hulk, the original Hulk.
All right, dude. Also,
All right.
Punk Rock Radar merch right here. We've got it in store at punkrockradar.limitedrun.com. We've got hoodies out now. So definitely, John is in the red. Get him in the neutral zone, guys. Got to buy a hoodie, buy a record, buy a sticker. You're going to get a sticker with it. It's a pretty sweet one. It's over there, so I'm not going to grab it right now. It's far too far. But what is like Cop Danzig? Yeah, they all look like Travolta, honestly. I think they all look like Travolta.
I was saying the one looks like the Hulk.
Yeah, it does. The guy. What's his name? What's that actor's name?
Luther.
No Luther.
What is it?
What is his name? I know what you're talking about.
Lou Ferrigno or?
Oh, Lou Ferrigno.
Also
So
looks
first
like
name
Dice. Andrew Dice Clay.
It does look like Andrew Dice Clay. All these guys just look like the scummiest fucking dads. I did not wash my hands. That is true. So, I did not. It's kind of unpunked to wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got one last thing here. You've never seen this either, right?
No, never even heard of this band.
You never heard of Bad Departure. Has anybody in chat heard of the band Bad Departure? And you've got to determine with me, is this a troll? Are they aware? Do they understand what's going on here? All right, I need to know from you because I'm not sure. This is a 50-50. So this is a Blink-182 cover, Going Away to College, one of my favorite songs off of Enema of the State. One of the best pop punk albums, Enema of the State. You're a big fan too, right?
Yeah, it's a great album.
So everyone loves Enema. If you don't, you're lying to yourself. So we're going to hear a band called Bad Departure do a little cover.
Okay.
So, yes, real quick, Dylan says good production value and hand washing are antithetical to punk. That is true. So if you have good production and clean hands, kind of a sellout.
This could be the punkest thing we show tonight, right?
It's gonna
That's what
be
you're saying, right?
100%.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Boom. Got the Green Day shirt.
How are you doing this to us?
Just gotta watch.
Okay, wait. Wait. Is that guy wearing Dead Milkman pants? Is that Big
What?
Lizard in my backyard?
I don't
Tell
know,
me, guys,
man.
does that look like
feel
Big
like
Lizard
they're
in my
just-
backyard?
I feel like they're just board shorts, but he could be. I like how he's next to an open breaker panel. Breaker panel. It's just open, man. He was popping those outlets with that hardcore drumming.
Yeah,
So.
the lights are
Yeah,
going
look,
up.
I'm not gonna hate. Obviously, these are like
Little
young
kids.
kids trying to do their first band. I remember when I was young and we would do like Misfits cover and we sounded like shit as well. I'm just wondering, like, if even back then, if it sounded like this, I would not release it as a music video. I feel like I was even self-aware enough at 13, 14 years old. But we'll keep going.
Okay, yeah. Let's
you haven't
listen to
even
more of
got
it. Yeah.
Please take me by the hand. It's so cold out tonight. I'll put blankets on the bed. I won't turn out the light. Just don't forget to think about me, and I won't forget you. I'll write you once a week, she said.
Even these effects. Like, we didn't need those.
Okay, hold on, you can pause it for a second. All right. All right.
Okay, what's going on here, man? Like, are they even in? Like, they're obviously all in their rooms, but is this even a real band, or is this just random footage?
No, they played live. There's footage of them playing this stuff live. They've also done Green Day covers. I went through a deep dive, man. When I found this, I was invested. I was like, this is awesome.
I would have
This is
never guessed they do Green Day covers based on this video.
Well, they have. Sure, dude.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Use context clues, dummy. No, I'm kidding. No. But
That's the
so
joke.
I know it's a joke.
Yeah, I know, and that's the joke.
Oh, you know it's also the joke. We're just too in on it.
We're just
So,
jokers.
a couple of clowns, but this is. I saw this and I was like, this is insane, right? This is like avant-garde almost. Like this is like
It's shoegaze,
so-
man. Shoegaze
this is
cover.
this is like so. This is like The Room, dude. This is like so bad it's good. Like I love this. I can't get enough of this. I listen to this like every month, one time. I'll put this on, and every time it puts a big smile on face. It's crazy though. Like do you like your guitar's at a tune? I don't know what's going on with the band, but like, how do you release something like this? Do you think it's a troll? Like, do you think they're just like aware of how bad it sounds, or do you think they're not? How old is this, by the way? I think it's pretty old, like 11 years or something.
Yeah, 11 years it says.
Yes. So it's 11 years ago, 24K views. They have more videos, but we'll watch a little bit. We're not going to finish this. We'll watch a little bit more of it, though. But this is like, to me, I see this and I'm like, I'm not sure what happened here. I'm not sure if they're like aware of how it sounds or if they're just like kids, young kids making a band and they just like don't really care. They're just going to put something out there. But to me, this obviously sounds like everything's wrong except for the drummer. Drummer's kind of killing it.
He's
So-
even doing like Travis Barker type movements.
He is
and
kind of
stuff,
doing
right?
that. He's doing one of the, yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
yeah, pretty cool.
To me, I mean, this is punk rock right here, dude. So, I mean, it sounds like shit. The guitars are untuned. You know, all these.
Especially, like early, I remember my first band when we were like 12, 13. We sounded like this for sure. Like,
Yeah,
no
but the
doubt.
thing is, would you ever, if you heard it sounding like this, do you think you would ever release it on YouTube?
No, probably not.
No, right? You don't think so, right? I feel like you'd be aware enough to be like, oh, we actually don't sound so good yet.
Yeah, I would just
We don't sound so
I would
good
just
yet.
quit the band. I'd be like, no.
All right, play a little more. Yeah, it's crazy.
Why does it feel the same to fall in love or break it off? And if your love is just a game, then I must have missed the kickoff. Don't depend on me to ever follow through on anything, but
Oh my
I'll
God.
help for you and
It's good, right?
What were you gonna say? You want to say
I was
something?
gonna say anything. I was just enjoying it, dude. It just keep playing. We got to get to the chorus here.
I
We got-
haven't been this scared in
In
a
a
long
long
time,
time.
and I'm so unprepared. So here's your Valentine, a bouquet of clumsy words, a simple melody.
I kind of feel like the other singer's a little bit better.
And you're so
The bassist?
beautiful to
Yeah.
me.
Alright, you can stop it here. It's just
Seen
this.
enough.
That's all it is. It's
Yeah.
just this. So, Punkers kind of feel bad for them. I do, but at the same time, it's like I'm curious, like what they think's going on here. This is so long ago too. All these guys are like, I don't know, they could be married for all we know,
These guys
right?
might be older than
It's-
us. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they're older than us. They're like a little younger, definitely. Like, I'm trying to think. If they're like 15 or 14 here, they're like in their late 20s or something like that. Better than the last NoFX EP. I agree with that. Honestly, I love it. Yeah, so they have like they play live. See, they have like live. They've
Oh,
got
they
live-
have of Going Away to College too.
Yeah, they have the cover. They also do St. Jimmy live, and it's pretty It's pretty ballsy, straight up. Like I feel like it's just they never delete these videos. They never done anything with it. I need these guys to come back and then do like a competent Going Away to College cover. Like I would love to see that. I want to see these guys get together. They're like the modern Shags. Yeah, dude, this is outsider music, 100%. This is like avant-garde outsider music. So you can't get more punk than Bad Departure right here. I feel like it's on another level. I honestly, and like weirdly enough, like it's like so strange. I enjoy it in a weird way.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to some shoegaze. Like, I don't mind that stuff.
This just sounds like shoegaze.
I don't know if you ever heard of the band Blouse, but like they have literally parts that just sound like VCRs. Do you know what I mean?
I believe that. Yeah, that's
And
probably
it's
true.
awesome. So
It's like avant-garde. This is interesting. I think I don't know. This is you never heard of these guys. So.
no, I never seen this. But we
we
should
don't-
try to find these guys and.
I want to find these
have them
guys.
on
I want
here.
them to come back. The Danzig Cat says that shit slaps. I agree. They also have an acoustic cover of "There Is" by Boxcar Racer, which is pretty funny.
Oh,
they
they
all-
cover "I Miss
it-
You."
Yeah, they do cover "If I Miss You." Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh man, play the "I Miss You" one for a second.
Yeah, let's watch a little bit of that.
Oh god. All right. Yes. That's awesome. That's not bad.
Really?
The drums in the background. That sounds like I don't know what's going on there, but
I think they're out of
acoustic
time.
guy.
It sounds out of time.
It's like a Wu-Tang Clan beat.
Hello there, angel from my nightmare.
I can't do it. That's too much. It's so bad. It's so bad. And they're departing from bad. So like what does that even mean?
Crazy. And nobody heard this. I mean, I find stuff like this on. I love stuff like this. This is crazy. I don't even want to hate on them. I'm like trying. Like, obviously, it's not good. Like, it's terrible. But
No, I don't know. I think somebody should have told them. Like
somebody
they're
somebody
not that
in
good.
somebody like after the first video, like their mom. I blame their mother. Their mom was probably like, "Sounds great." Like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
All right.
Their
She
biggest
should have
fan.
said, "This sounds terrible. You need to like
I'm gonna give him a
do your
light, though.
homework. Go outside more."
What's wrong with you? I didn't raise you to do this. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm regretting not getting that abortion. Your fucking bastard father talked me out of it. Now he's gone.
I miss you.
But Yeah, I mean that's Bad Departure. That's a whole thing if you want to check them out. They got a couple. They do Green Day. They do Blink. That's about it.
We gotta watch more of these one day, maybe. But
These are pretty funny.
Yeah.
These are this is kind of crazy. So this goes bonkers on mute. I would love it to like see them a year later from then, and I bet you they progressed a lot. That's what I'm thinking too. Like you got to start somewhere. It's just funny that they uploaded it. Like this is when me and my friends like sound like shit. Like when we decided we didn't need a bassist for our band. I remember that. We thought we didn't need a bassist. I was like, we don't even need a bassist. It was just guitar. It was just us doing guitar and drums and Misfits covers.
you guys were what, the White Stripes or something? You thought you were?
No, we were the White Stripes. I forget what our name was. So there was a couple different names I've toyed with over the years. But...
I just love that the drummer too. He's like always in like really weird rooms. Like, what's going on over there?
He's like the Kenny of South Park or something like that. A lot of them were horrible, but they got better, man. Just keep playing. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I used to book bands in the midnight. Oh, I used to book bands in the mid-90s. I would let anyone play. I would just tell them bring as many people as you can. Dude, I would if I saw this live, I would just start a pit. I would start a pit, 100%. I remember us playing live one time. We played an acoustic show. We used to do like acoustic folk punk. And for some reason, I just checked every single string except for my top string for tuning, and I played the entire set with my top string out of tune. And we played at like this boomer bar where there were all these like 40, 50-year-olds. And this older lady walked up to us afterwards, and she said, "I'm sure you'll get better." And that hurt.
Yeah, you guys must have sucked.
And I remember playing in front of my. It's like we did another one where we killed it. But for some reason, I just didn't tune the top string, and I was too nervous to check it, and just assumed we were sounding okay. So that could be what happened here.
Did the old lady show up and she's like, "I knew you could do it, kid"?
No, we never went back to that bar. One, it wasn't really our scene. We went to like the college bars and stuff like that after that, and we killed it a couple times. I remember we had one of our friends do an acoustic cover of Modern Baseball. We started a mosh pit at the coffee shop we did. We played at. That was a good time.
That kind of reminds me of like so I was in a hardcore band for a while, and we got booked to play some like small city festival or something, and it was just all like grandparents there. And
that's awesome.
We're just like screaming and losing our minds, and yeah, they were just like, "What the fuck is going on? Why
funny.
Who booked these guys?"
Yeah, like the next band that came on after us, it was an open mic. It was obviously like a professional band that just went and played like jam music. Like, you know what I mean? It was pretty funny. It was like us up there. I remember. Also, all my lyrics were about like drinking and doing drugs, so that was help either. But let's see here. Tony Hey Munkit says it made you get better though, right? I mean, it definitely made me check my tuning.
Yeah, the bare minimum.
Definitely.
The bare minimum. What do you didn't even tune your guitar?
Rock. I just assumed. I don't know why I missed the top string, dude. I don't know what happened. So, well, it was bad though. It was bad because I think my friend, her sister, was there for the first time, and she was like talking us up, and I was like, oh my god, what an embarrassing thing. It was a very embarrassing thing. One of those moments you think about way into the future, and you wince a little bit, and you're like, if I had a time machine, I wouldn't kill Hitler. I'd go back and tune that fucking top string.
And now you've like immortalized it on a YouTube video forever. So.
On a YouTube video, so now it'll always be remembered. But let's talk about my Degeneration, Flashlight Brown, the record of the week. Record of the week time. Do we have some music we can play? We have some music we can play here.
Yeah, let's watch a video actually.
All right. Also, trying to find. Here we go.
All right, are we ready to roll? Are we ready to roll?
I'm ready. I got all my sound clips out. So this is Flashlight Brown selected by Crazy Kyle, aka Immortal Coil, who is here with us right now. It was his turn to select a record, and he selected this band Flashlight Brown, My Degeneration, from 2003. It's signed to Hollywood Records. Tell us a little bit about the band. Why'd you even pick this band, dude?
Yeah, so I was like 12 when I first heard of this band. And so I don't know if you guys remember, but like Warped Tours used to always have like you could buy like comps for like really cheap. So I have all these like all Canadian, only Canadian ska band comps, and there was this band Flashlight on there. And
That's what they weren't called Flashlight Brown. They're called Flashlight.
Yeah, they were originally called Flashlight.
This is like their '90s stuff.
So here, I'll
correct?
play a little bit so you get an idea of like what I thought I
Go
was
ahead,
buying.
So you think you've seen it all before, and you think that you know what's in store.
Oh yeah, this
Right?
sucks.
Pretty ska. Pretty ska. I mean, I like
hate
this
it.
kind of ska. I like the two-tone and all that stuff.
Not a fan.
So they were signed to Stomp at the time.
You can play it a little more.
Play a little more? Okay, all right.
You know, you're lying there on the ground.
Reminds me of when I had that ska. I remember buying the Ska's Dead comp back in the day. That had a lot of bands like this on here. Yeah.
I knew a man by the name of Jack. Always want to stab his friends in the back.
Like, it does not even sound remotely like the same.
It doesn't sound
at
anything
all.
like what
Right.
the band you picked is. No, it sounds nothing like them. In fact, I don't even like this.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I liked a lot of shittier stuff, I guess, back in the day, but so anyways, like, they were signed to Stomp. All these comps are Stomp records, right? The Planet Smashers label.
Okay.
So I was like, oh yeah. So I heard about this album coming out, so I just went and bought it at the store, thinking it was going to be a ska album, and then ended up being this like pop punk album. And so I don't know. I listened to this like it's like a summer album for me. I don't know if you have like summer albums that you always go to, like.
Definitely.
But this is for sure one of those for me. So every summer I always listen to this. I always have it on my like summer playlist. And
Like
I just
the whole album or certain songs.
just like a handful of songs. I think No Shades is usually always on there. Ready to Roll is probably on there. There's a couple other ones for sure.
All right. Well, let's play a live video of them playing something off my Degeneration, and then we'll talk about the record for a little bit. Then we'll play in something else. Totally know what you mean by a summer album. Spab says. So Spab, what's your summer album?
Let us know.
Mine, I don't know. Probably like Neck Deep's "Life's Not Out to Get You." That was always one I listened to, a good band. And then obviously Blink and the Mest a lot of times. The Destination Unknown was a big summer album for me. So,
Mine is I always think of Guttermouth's Covered in Ants. I don't know why, but that's a summer album for me.
That could be a good summer album too. I agree with that. But yeah, let's check out. So this is
So
what
they're
is this?
on
Ready to Roll?
MTV, I guess. Yeah. Or no, this is Patricia. The other one was an
Patricia?
actual music video, so we'll watch a live one.
They're on MTV. These guys were pretty. They got signed to a pretty mainstream label, Hollywood Records, and they got on MTV and everything. I've never heard of them before in my life. So
yeah, let's talk about that a little bit more after we watch this.
yeah.
Thank you, MTV audience. This next song is called Patricia.
They're like Weezer.
They look like it.
Yeah. This guy looks like a gold.
I don't know who that is.
Really?
I was gonna say he kind of looks like you if you were like Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, he
see
does.
that?
Yeah, actually, honestly, he kind of does. He gives me so much like that 2000s indie sleaze like vibe.
Right.
So.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This guy, I feel like he's got like the punkest voice, you know? He's got that, that ranted thing going on, yeah.
Yeah.
Sings a lot more high pitch compared to the rest.
You're going nuts in this live audience. There's two people moving. There we go.
he just did like a little ska thing there.
He did.
Can't take the ska out of Flashlight.
But you can't take the brown out. I remember this one. This is one I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, this is a great song.
They sound a lot more like an indie band here than a punk band, honestly. A little bit, you feel that?
Yeah, like, so I think that, I don't know how popular they were in the States, but in Canada, like, there's like laws we have where like a certain percentage of our music that we hear on the radio has to be Canadian.
Yeah, I know about this.
Yeah, so whenever that happens, like when a band like this kind of pops off, like they were on the radio quite a bit.
Where are they? What was the song that was on the radio the most, you think? Ready to Roll?
I think it was this Patricia song, actually.
Really?
I can't
That makes
remember. It's
sense.
been so long, but... maybe even Whoa Man. I don't know now. I don't know where I was going with this now, but...
It's all good. Just play the video. Yeah, this guy kills it.
Yeah. I wonder what he's doing nowadays.
Coke. In the basement.
I was checking out the singer, the Matt Hughes, I think is his name. It seems like he makes like electronic music.
I can see that. This guy looks like he broke up the band to go to college.
Is this Milo?
Yeah.
We're gonna read what's in the chat. Because I was gonna say.
Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna read some couple things here. It says Tony Hayes says sounds like ska meets Grateful Dead, referring to the first song you played. I can see that. It sucks. So they definitely became a better band. Definitely. And Spab says AM Taxi, Goldfinger, Early Blink, all summer albums for me. That's fair, man.
Yeah.
Like Dude Ranch, Blink. Punk Rocker says, yeah, this song is rad. McD says, I like his vocal actually. I like his vocals actually. Definitely higher live for some reason. He's definitely singing a little higher.
Yeah, actually, I love the vocals on this album. I feel like he's got a
Yeah.
unique voice, but
They dress like Weezer, though. And Tony Hayes says they have talent, but it sounds like they're trying to sound like everybody else. I think that's my main critique of the album a little bit is it's a bit generic at times where I think they hit some really good choruses and they hit some really... dork punk's a good way to describe this, definitely. There's definitely like some catchy moments where they stand out on their own, but I feel like a lot of times I'm hearing just so many other bands in there that it doesn't seem like a lot of times Flashlight Brown has too much of a personality with this, but they're definitely like achieving like a catchy pop punk sound. And there's definitely songs that I think are really good. Like A Freak, my highlights are A Freak, Go and Die, and Woe Man, which you don't like Woe Man, right?
no, I don't know. I just feel like the lyrics are kind of lame. He's like about a kid named Bob and his mom's named Claude, and there's a dog that's always pissed or something. I don't know. It just feels really cheesy.
I like Woe Man.
But you relate to that, so I don't know. Man.
I relate to it. My mom's also named Claude, so
I think my favorite is probably Lose the Shades, and it's like
Lose the Shades. Someone else mentioned Lose the Shades.
Did you know the lyrics for that one? Did you listen to that part? Like it's about kind of like this creepy guy who's like always at their skate park or something.
Nick D says Woe Man is one of my faves. I got another Woe Man lover. Woe Man's a good song. But I guess like what were you gonna say? So like this is a band that was signed to a mainstream label, Hollywood Record, a Disney Channel. We had Broken Head who wrote up like a huge write up.
Huge.
In this, basically saying that they were lucky enough to have 2 albums on Disney's label Hollywood Records after already having made a few albums, which I guess was more ska stuff, correct, in the 90s. And Disney wasn't a stranger to signing punk bands. They signed the aforementioned Humble Gods, which is, I believe, isn't Humble Gods? I'm not 100%. Is that the guy from Cottonmouth Kings punk band? The
I
rapper.
don't know who any of those people are. Don't even
They
know
also they also signed the Suicide Machines, who became immensely successful.
know those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, even an alt-right band like Fastball, who were one-hit wonders, had punk roots in their first album, which Disney put out, which is Hollywood Records. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So, but nobody knows them. But they are popular in Canada, right? This is a Canadian band. So
You know what? I don't even know if they were that popular. Like, I don't remember any of my friends listening to this. Like, I feel like I just like bought this randomly, like kind of knowing that band from the comp.
Okay.
And then like hearing it on the radio, but then they kind of just vanished. And to your point earlier about them being kind of like more indie rock or something like that, in Canada, like our big radio station is The Edge, and they have this thing like Edge Fest, and there's these like big shiny tunes comps that Much Music would put out and stuff, and it's always kind of just like grunge bands. But I saw they like I was looking at some of their old tours, and they were on those shows, right? Like they weren't at Warped Tour. It doesn't seem like they were more part of the alt rock scene.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty interesting. I will say though, the first song, "Ready to Roll," I think a couple people mentioned it. It sounds like it really does sound like a street punk band that could have been on Hellcat in the 2000s, like Time Again, something like that, or the Potato Pirates. You know, which I don't think you gave the most favorable score to. People were, pretty mixed on the Potato Pirates. So I'm just saying.
I think
Pirates.
we should do a special Potato Pirates episode.
We should reevaluate, and I want to have Doug on. I want Doug to raise his score. All right, I think he gave him he gave it a 6. I think he gave it higher than what he gave Flashlight Brown, which he gave him a 5. So.
Is Billy Talent big in Canada in the chat? Yes, they're huge. And actually,
are they? Okay.
Oh yeah, and actually, like, there's a city, like a small town near where I live, and they just had Billy Talent play, and they weren't expecting like such a big crowd. Like people were breaking down barricades and stuff to see Billy Talent.
Billy Talent. I haven't thought about Billy Talent in like 20 years, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Actually, at NoFX's last show, Fat Mike said Billy Talent is the best Canadian punk band. So
I think Fat Mike just says things. But I like some of Billy Talent. I've never really listened to anything except for the first record, so I can't say much.
Right.
So
I don't care for it. I've seen them live, and he sounds kind of like Mickey Mouse.
Really?
Live, but
well, Spab says, "Man, I'm from Canada, and I've never heard of them before." So Spab has never heard of them.
Maybe
but
you're
a bit younger than Spab. Yeah, maybe it's just local to it. But you want to play another song? But I mean, the songs I liked are like "A Freak," "Go and Die." You want to play like
we
"Lose
got
the
video
Shades"
for Ready to Roll here.
Yeah, go ahead, play the music video. Spab says, "I don't like Billy Talent, but don't dislike them either." That's how I kind of feel.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't mind it at first when they first came out, but
here. This is their Rancid song. This could be on Hellcat in 2004. So
not in 2024 though. They don't sign these kind of bands, huh?
I mean, yes.
Cider on call. Trucks up ready to roll. I got the real world blinded. Trucks up ready to roll.
A different band here.
I was gonna say he lost the shades, right? Just like the song.
Yeah, I mean they just sound like completely different from Patricia.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, get some platinum. The apple turn the page. Check out my teeth, he's got the black shield. Dressed up, ready to roll. Check out my sickly cave tan. Dressed up, ready to roll. Lawful, evil, moral catastrophe. Half-born, full-door, the myth and reality.
I like the vocal. I do.
I do too. Yeah.
It seems like some people jump on real quick.
Yeah,
It seems
people
like
are
some
hating
people
on it,
are
right,
like,
in the Discord.
no, it was back and forth. Some people loved it, some people didn't like the vocals. I like the vocals here, at least on this one. I think they have like the perfect amount of like like rasp. But really, I mean, it sounds like such like definitely like a 2000s like punk band. That kind of that intermingling of kind of like street punk, hardcore punk, and like pop punk that we were having that with like the explosion you had with like Anti-Flag and stuff like that. A little less to Anti-Flag's extent, but some of them.
I think
and
somebody
bands,
said it sounds like Fat Mike mixed with Brody from the Distillers.
yeah, I can see
can
that
kinda
actually.
hear
That's
that.
kind of crazy. Actually, I think it's actually pretty accurate. Also, have you ever heard of the band The Have-Nots?
Don't think so, no.
Okay, they remind me of The Have-Nots a good bit as well. Which maybe I'll play after we do this. I'll play a song by The Have-Nots.
Okay.
Dude, The Have-Nots have such a good song called Louisville Slugger. Like, holy shit, that's one of those songs that fucking give you chills.
It
Utters.
sounds familiar, but
Maybe
yeah.
some old- I can see some little bit of utters in the vocals.
Even the music, for sure. I can hear it in this song at least. Maybe not the other ones though.
Spab says, I think the vocals are great. Sets them apart a bit. If he sounded more like Newfound Glory, this would be generic. Yeah, if it was just like a pop punk band, it wouldn't be as interesting. Definitely. It would be more forgettable. I think the little bit of raspy, kind of street punk-esque vocals really adds a little bit to it. So, but yeah, let's finish this music video.
And all the Friday nights are kill. Pick up the phone, the pizza's still late. Dress up, ready to roll. Pick up from where your mule died. Dress up, ready to roll. Midnight torchlight down in the haunted cave. Get some platinum, the DM will turn the page. We may not know any first, but we got graph paper guiding the way. We got confusion, illusion, and all the Friday nights to kill. That was by far the best time that we ever had. That was by
Honestly, it sounds like it could be the theme song to like a kid's cartoon show.
They're not in that bracket?
Yeah, there you go. They could be.
Actually, funny you say that.
What's up?
I guess part of being like on Disney,
Okay.
you get to be in a kids TV show. So I never saw this until today.
What is this?
But they were on
What's the show?
Sky
High?
a kids
They're in
TV
Sky
show.
High? Have you? It's not a kids' TV show. Do you
Oh, it
not
isn't?
know about
I
Sky
don't know
High?
anything about it,
You
no.
gotta pause, man. Hold on. You gotta do Sky High is obviously a legendary movie from like 2005 or something like that. It's
Really?
it's Disney Channel. It's not. I know. But yeah, I've seen it. I've seen this movie. I watched the whole thing back in the day. It's about a superhero high school where they train you. It's like the precursor to My Hero Academia, one of the most popular animes of our generation here. And Kurt Russell, yes, Kurt Russell is the main guy. Basically, their son is like superhero people, and their son doesn't have any superpowers. And they decide to send him to superhero school, and he gets stuck as being a sidekick. But then he finds out that he has super strength, latent superpower abilities, and there is an infamous YouTube video essay where somebody says that this movie is basically in support of genetics and fascism.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a real video. It's a real video. You have to find it. Sky High, genetics and fascism, and somebody goes through and discusses all of the fascistic elements of it, and the basically like the blood being passed down through the family. It's pretty funny.
Okay,
So,
is this Danzig here from the three Danzigs?
I think Danzig could have done it. So, but no, it's a real video on YouTube. You can find it if you're interested. It's pretty funny. But yeah, let's listen to their Disney Channel movie soundtrack song. I'm down.
It looks like Bowling for Soup was on here too, and
all the
Vitamin C.
heavy hitter. Vitamin C, dude. That's a classic. You ever listen to Vitamin C?
The graduation song, right?
The pop song.
Yeah.
Vitamin C. At least Vitamin C was in a punk band in the '90s called Eve's Plum.
Is that just like every pop artist has been in a punk band? Wasn't Maroon 5 a punk band?
I believe
I've heard
so
that
as
too.
well. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's check this out a bit.
Turn it up a little bit.
2,000 other rotten covers. Must be a sucker for it. Cry, but I don't need my mother.
Not bad.
Just hold my hand while I come.
Be the Beyblade theme
To a
song.
decision on it.
Beyblade one good.
It
To
goes
a
hard.
decision on it. Sooner or later, you'll let you where you hit the ground. Save it for later, don't run away and let me down. Sooner or later, you hit the deck, you get found out. Save it for later, don't run away and let me down. Let me down.
Yeah, I don't know, like
me down.
I don't know, like I remember one day I was my cousin was over and she was watching Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen movies, and all of a sudden Bracket was playing. It was
Which song?
They were doing a trivia game, and they started playing No Brainer from Bracket.
Really?
And I think No Use for a Name might have even been on there. But I was just thinking, like, I haven't been able to find it. I gotta figure out which Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Wait a
movie
second.
this was.
Hold on. They might be. I'm looking at like what the songs are here. Are these like covers or something? Like Through Being Cool by They Might Be Giants.
Oh, I'm Out With You.
I'm Out With You by Bowling for Soup. That. Well, yeah.
Just What I Needed. Can't Stop the World. Yeah, these are all covers.
They're all covers. Okay.
Never even heard of Save It for Later though.
I don't know either, but it sounded pretty good. But let's get back to YouTube here. And what are your opinions on the? Obviously, you have a lot of nostalgia for it. It's a Canadian kind of pop punk pop band. This is like, to me, when I hear Flashlight Bound, to me this is like when you're younger, this is like an accessible first punk band. You know what I mean? This is like one of the bands, the first bands you listen to is like one of the bands that gets you into punk rock music. This is like one of your starting point. This is your entry into punk rock. I could see Flashlight Brown Bean. Was that kind of for you, or were you already into punk music?
No, like I don't know. I have a weird history where I like started listening to punk in like when I was like 5 or 6 or something. I started my first punk album was like Heavy Petting Zoo, No Effects. So this was like way later. So definitely not my introduction. This was just a random purchase because I remember it being really, really cheap. And I knew the name a little bit. And I was like,
it must have been doing really well then.
It was like $4 or something. I don't know, like we used to have these crazy deals and stuff. But definitely not my introduction. But I can see that for sure.
Spab says his vocals aren't the same as that album on that song. As the album on that song. I don't know, I feel like they weren't that far off, but the song definitely was a little more bland.
Yeah, even I didn't even know they had a second album. Like this is literally the only one I heard.
Yeah.
But
So
the vocals sounded different there too. So
I'll say this: I think the A side of this record is pretty strong. I feel like there is a little bit something missing, like a little bit of oomph, a little bit of extra personality going on here. Where I feel like a lot of these songs sound like a bit forgettable a lot of times. Where it's weird. It's like there's catchy melodies. But I feel like they're just mixing that extra level of something to push them over the edge. It just feels like I think Rat Patrol said there's something missing, but I don't know. Rat Patrol I think just didn't like the production at all.
Yeah. I feel like some of the songs kind of go on too long. I think Patricia is one of those probably.
Yeah, I think it's like a little bit. It's like only 10 songs or 11 songs, right? It's 30 minutes though.
Yeah,
I feel like. Yeah.
The other thing too, like I don't know if we already mentioned this, but like the guy that produced Dookie, right? He like found these guys and like brought them into a studio and was like, let's re-record these and make them this way. So I don't know. I maybe he was trying to get the next Dookie or.
I mean, this definitely seems like it's a cleaned up, especially comparing to the 90s. It's like obviously like a little bit of like an industry plant situation here, but I think the Explosion worked kind of as well, and a couple different bands where it doesn't mean they're a bad band or anything like that. I thought this was like enjoyable. I thought like A Freak was really good. Go and Die was probably my favorite song. Maybe do you have another song we can play here, and we'll wrap this segment up. Can we play Go and Die? I like that one.
Let's see if I can get a.
Or Lose the Shades. A lot of people like Lose the Shades. But people in the chat are saying Maroon 5 was a funk band. And Final Essay says, yeah, I know I misspelled it. All right. You could go back and correct this. It's all right. Spab says this is way too generic. Too much like Bowling for Soup. That song? Maybe. Wasn't Kelly Preston in it? Sky High? I don't remember. I know Kurt Russell was.
You know, let's play this Butterball song. The lyrics are ridiculous. It's about like he's trying to like fatten up his.
Is it
his
from the
girlfriend.
album?
Yeah, it's from the album. But that's the thing. All these songs, I guess, were originally on other albums. Most of them.
But oh, that's the final track, Butterball. Okay.
Can I take you to the movies?
I remember.
I'll buy you popcorn and candy. They will make you fat and ugly. So no other boy will look your way. It shall be mine, oh mine.
It's almost like Nerf Herder song.
Well, it does sound like Nerf Herder.
Which I was hugely into Nerf Herder.
Oh, never. We'll never touch it.
I probably bought How I Met or How to Meet Girls.
I hear Fat Mike a lot there.
Yeah.
Oh, so much, honestly. Right?
For sure. And I can hear Brody in there too. Like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Actually, another little thing. I'll put this a little bit lower. Talk over it. I remember they were like just doing like a high school tour, and I actually ended up like reading about it after too, and like they were just going to high schools and playing at their like school.
That's crazy.
Like meetings or whatever.
School meeting?
do you know what I'm trying to say?
They're rocking the gymnasium, dude. They're rocking the gymnasium.
They were always on tour with this. Well, when this was going on, they were. The band's called Not by Choice. You ever heard of them?
Never.
They're like a really pop punk style.
Not by Choice? No.
Actually, I got
but
a
what?
there. You want to hear? I'll show you a little bit just so you can.
Oh, I mean, go ahead. You got a cue. Play Not by Choice. This Canadian band?
Yeah, I think they're Canadian too. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Where are the guys?
Oh, they're down in the basement.
This is bad departure rooms.
Chosen to become Not by Choice. What?
That looks like my cousin, dude. That's crazy. That guy.
He's in Not by Choice, dude.
Yeah.
Ladies! Boy! There's girls in here!
What is this, dude? It's awesome. Dude.
Look at me, Mom!
What a time capsule.
But yeah, these guys are hitting up high schools and flashlight around.
Nerds get the hot girls, man. It's like an Adam Sandler movie. Like a Seth Rogen
It's like
movie here.
a Zebrahead album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like cookie cutter pop punk at the time.
It's good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just, you know, so generic.
Definitely. I fuck with it.
Yeah, it's not bad. But yeah,
I like this music video.
And they're
Awesome.
doing that whole, like, you know, what is it, like MTV kind of Cribs type thing, or Make the Band or whatever.
Sure, definitely. So, I mean, this is just such an early 2000s music video right there, so pretty awesome. But yeah, what would you give My Degeneration out of 10 here, and your final thoughts on your record? No, guys, let us know in the chat. What would you give this record out of 10?
So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think there's some nostalgia for sure. It's just like, I don't know, it was a random find. I feel like I don't skip most of the songs. I go back to it still.
Yeah.
Like 22 years later, which is crazy to think. So yeah, I don't know. I really like it.
You really like it?
And I didn't know about any of this, like Hollywood Records thing, the Rob Cavello Connection, the Disney stuff. Like this
Yeah,
was
that
just
was all
some random CD I picked up.
If you haven't read Brokenhead's review of this record, it's just like a Wikipedia page of information, so that no one knows about except for him for some reason.
Yeah.
Somehow he gets, I don't know how he gets all this information all the time, but yeah, he says A Freak is an awesome song. I agree. I think A Freak's the best song. A Freak and Go and Die. So I would say this, like, I think the A side is pretty fun. I think after the A side happens, it fizzles out for me a little bit, or I become like a bit disinterested. If this was nostalgic for me, there's bands that I like that I would definitely give like an 8 out of 10. That definitely, like, I understand not everyone's gonna like it. It's a bit generic. It doesn't sound the best. Like even Mest. Mest is one of those bands too. Like Mest is like a C tier band. You know what I mean? But I love them. I go back and I listen to Destination Unknown and the self-titled all the time. And the Explosions first record as well, which is awesome, but I understand some of it's a little bit like generic punk as well. And this is kind of that. I think I like the vocals. I like a lot of the choruses and a lot of the hooks. I think some of the songs do drag on a little bit. And I think the B side kind of loses me, where I feel disinterested for a little bit. But I think there's a solid like 4-5 songs in here that I do like. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I would probably revisit it in the future, but I'm not like jumping out of my seat to do it. But I enjoyed the record overall. It's also nice to just get kind of like a little bit of like a pop punk band in one of these.
Like, and if you compare it to the original band they had, Flashlight,
Sounds
right?
like
This
nothing.
is miles better than that. So,
Oh no,
I mean, they
easily.
improved,
Easily.
right?
I would
Like,
never
yeah.
even listen to Flashlight before. I
Yeah.
don't like really two-tone
I
ska.
was too
and that
young,
two-tone-
you know. I didn't
Yeah,
know better.
yeah, and also like I mean, you can like it. People love two-tone. I think that two-tone specifically sounds very terrible from the song you played me. So.
Yeah.
But obviously, I like it. Mest was an A tier. Mest was an A tier first 2 albums. Like the first 2 albums.
Is that
All
with
right.
What's the Dealio? I love that song.
Yeah,
when
that's
it
with
came
What's
out.
the Dealio, yeah. And yeah, I mean, I like Compulsive Prep off of Mo Money Mo Fodies, which is their first record. So, the lows are low and the highs are high, so I am 6.8 out of 10, says the punk rock guru. So what are the lows for you, punk rocker? You liked Lose the Shades. What's the low for you? Don't say Whoa Man, it's the
gotta be
best song
Whoa
on the
Man.
record.
And
But some
Patricia
people
too.
think-
People are saying like that's kind of like a Brain Stew ripoff, which I can hear that at the beginning, but then it kind of changes. But
Yeah, there's like I said, there's a couple different bands I think of, but then the choruses, the choruses become their own thing. Like it's definitely like a bit distinctly them. I feel like it has more personality, but I felt like all of the verses Spaps's Mess blows. Mess, I love that's my summer record, dude. So he's got a
I feel like I can hear some gob in here a little bit too.
definitely some gob easily.
And I just got to call you out on something that you did in a recent video. There was like the guess the song, and the song
Yeah.
was Soda, and I think you ended up getting it right, but
I knew it
can't
was
remember
Gob.
who else was, but
I never heard of it in the song. I don't listen to gob.
I feel like that's like disrespecting all of Canada. That's like our
Sorry, dude. I never listened to them. Like, I listened to a couple songs. I know what they sound like. I've listened to, what's that? Foot and Mouth Disease, I think, the full way through. That's about the only one.
Oh, go listen to the older stuff. It's way better than
I've
than
heard
that
songs on it. It's definitely better, but I've never really listened to it. So I when I heard it, I was like, this sounds like a gob. Like, this sounds like gob, but I don't know what song it is because I'm not that familiar with them.
Yeah, we should watch that music video one day too. It's pretty funny. But
When someone puts gob on the record of the week, I'm kidding. So. But we'll wrap this up here. This is Immortal Coils, a childhood band, the band that got him into punk rock, the first band he's ever listened to. Flashlight Brown, My Degeneration, Canadian Sweethearts, Possible Industry Plants, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun record to listen to. And at 6.5, I'll go back and I'll listen to it. But
well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I think I gave you a higher rating than you gave Potato Pirates, which is definitely a better record than this. But that's fine, you know.
This was like a real
Fuck the
like I
Radios.
really didn't know how
Fuck
this
the
was gonna
Radio's
go.
a better song than anything on Flashlight Brown. I'm just gonna say.
I don't know. Let's not go that far. But yeah,
that's like a normal. That's not even crazy take. All right, but it was a good record. I enjoyed it. There's some great songs. So, but now we're at the part of the show where you guys in chat, do you got any recommendations for? Try not to do too mainstream. We can't do too much mainstream stuff, but if you got some smaller punk bands or some stuff you've been listening to recently, we will check it out and we'll give you our we'll just watch it. We'll watch and we'll react to it. We'll react to the music that you want. We're gonna check out a couple things here, but so anything in chat, but while we're waiting for that to go, I guess we can do you have anything you wanted to show anybody or anything like that you wanted to show me? We'll do one back and forth. I'm going to show you another really shitty crack rock band because I'm going to make that kind of like a thing. So I'll do it first. Do the disadvantaged.
So what is it? Disadvantaged?
The disadvantaged busket. Now this is so obviously I'm a big busket, not like that. You're wrong. To go back to and then busk space it. There it is down there.
Oh,
Busk.
okay.
Okay, so the disadvantage. Now, obviously, I was when I was like very
crusty, right?
I was crusty. I was just like doing a lot of drugs more than anything. I was doing a lot of drugs.
That's pretty crusty, though. That's pretty crusty.
I was doing a patch jacket, and we were busking back in the day. If you don't know what busking is when you perform on the street for money. And we would do folk punk songs on the street for money, and we'd sometimes get like $300. A funny story. I'll tell you this real quick before we play this while we're waiting for people. So go ahead and make your recommendations. The chat's not going crazy. We'll be able to see what you say, and we'll check it out. So a quick little story here. So one time I was busking with my buddy Cody, and we used to busk outside of the Aldi's and the Chinese food buffet. In our small little town. There was not very many places where you could get a lot of money in the small town we lived in, but when you're Aldi's, you had to get a cart. It's a grocery store if you don't know. You have to put a quarter into the cart. So we're guaranteed that people were carrying change with them because you had to put a quarter in to get the cart. So that was a good way to do it. And they're outside the Chinese food buffet, which is popping off at the time. So we used to busk outside there. And we made a good little bit of money, so I was going to walk over to the liquor store down the way and get us some whiskey that we were going to drink later. And so I'm walking back with the whiskey inside the brown bag over to our little busking corner outside the grocery store and outside the Chinese food buffet. And I see my buddy Cody there talking to some people, and they're talking, and he's like, come on, they're doing this whole thing back and forth. And I walk over and I just straight up, they're getting in the car and they look like they gave him some money or something like that. And I straight up just look at him and I hold the liquor in the air and I go, look, man, hell yeah, brother. And he looks at me and he shakes his head and the people look at me with the most disgusted look I've ever seen somebody give another human being in their life. And they drive away. And he goes, dude, I just spent 10 minutes talking to these people, promising them we weren't buying alcohol or drugs with the money.
Perfect timing. Yeah.
Just walk over.
And they were like, we were going to give you $1 million. It was going to be amazing.
They didn't even give us that much. So it was like, whatever, dude. Honestly, if you're going to haggle me about what I'm doing with this money, get the fuck out of here, right? I'm not begging. I'm not a beggar. I'm playing music outside. If you want to throw some money our way,
yeah, you're providing
well, that's
service.
Not true. We lied often. We'd go without shoes on, and people would feel really bad with us. When you see people not wearing shoes, you have the empathy in your heart grows quite a bit. Somebody bought my friend shoes one time. We had shoes. So we were not
but you were selling shoes.
We're not selling shoes. We just did not have shoes on. Somebody bought my friend's shoes. We'd go without shoes on to make ourselves look more.
They bought the shoes for him. Okay, I thought you meant they bought his shoes. I thought you were saying.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are some people saying? Punk Rock Guru says need to see more talk about DI. They are legends, and I never hear them brought up. Dude, it's 80s hardcore. You're not going to hear anybody talk about them on this channel for the most part, except for so DI is all right. I don't know. We can listen to a DI song. That's fine. But yeah, this we love the song back in the day. This is called Busket. It's about busking. It's by a crack rock band called The Disadvantaged. Wait, Final Essence said, "What if they don't have shoes on but perfectly manicured feet?" Yeah, we had beautiful toenails.
I think I heard you say in a video once that you're expert about nail polish or something. Is there truth to that?
Well, I would put on nail polish back in the day and stuff like that. So
okay,
and eyeliner and stuff like that, but not really. I'm not an expert on it. So I was just kidding. So I like a good set of nails. If a girl has a good set of nails, I'm like, man, she all right. She knows she's kind of an artist, you know.
Can I check that? Did you do it right?
Yeah. Let me check your nails, girl. 100%. So,
Alright, you want to watch
but
this?
my friend, my buddy, he's way more onto that stuff, where he gets like his eyebrows plucked and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't even know what he's doing.
Oh.
And he used to be homeless with me on the street. Not really homeless, but we were pretending to be for money.
You're cosplaying being homeless?
Well, we were not in a good place, but we were not homeless. So
all right.
I'll tell more stories another time. Okay. We'll go into disadvantage busket. Total shit. Get ready. Turn this up a little bit. You're gonna love this.
You're tired of being sick, and I'm sick of being
tired.
This is good. I don't mind this.
It's fucked, right?
It's better than the first Squatter's Paradise or whatever, the first choking victim.
I'll be certain goddamn lucky.
Here it
If they ever shot me another few, get the grab guitar and lighter. Then I'll hit the street, bust myself some money to make ends meet. Play a bunch
So this
of
inspire you?
tunes that
Like this
no
song?
Oh, we just love it.
Fuck, you can't
Yeah.
understand the lyrics, so this is how they go. Fuck you, you fucking hero under a bus. You fucking cop. Fuck this, fuck that, fucking fucker. The boy who fuck with rap. I'm sick of
mentality, Western
fuck the system and catch your man. I'm your fucking boss.
You don't have to play the whole song. It's basically this. But my favorite part is like, it's fucked when you can't understand the lyrics, but this is how it goes. We're fucking bus. It's so good. I love shit like that.
You surprise me like all the time with this, because I love Leftover Crack and INDK and all the regulars, and then you're like, hey, you heard this band that sounds just like them but like not as good, and like you always like there's like millions of them. It feels
There's
like.
tons of them.
Yeah.
I know a ton of them. I used to be big. I used to listen to all these bands. But we've got a couple of recommendations here. Tony Hayes says, "Sorry, I'm impatient. Check out the Makers Total Garbage." He's impatient. He's wanting it. The Makers Total Garbage. Total Garage Band. What's the song you want from the Makers? The Makers?
It's just a tutorial for Garage Band.
I know. I don't know how we're gonna find the Makers. It might be tough to look them up. Do the Makers Band. See what happens.
Looks kind of punk.
It looks like it could be it. You got to tell us the name of a song, dude. We're not going to be able to know. I believe it's. Does he have a song? The Makers, my all-time favorite. You got to say a band in a song if you want. You can't just shout out bands. Like we'll check out a DI song 100%, but you got to say the Hypo Christian or On the Western Front. Okay, he said DI songs. So while he's telling us what Maker's song, go ahead and play DI. Let's do On the Western Front. Check out some 80s hardcore. And then Rabbit wants us to try some punk bands from Brazil. You gotta recommend them.
Yeah,
gotta say
I
what
don't
they
know
are.
any Brazil bands.
I mean, Sepultura. So.
Okay, there you go, one.
All right, here we go. DI.
You feel the pressure in this police state. There's no more freedom on the Western Front. Your rights are gone in California. We're all suspects on the Western Front. Paralyzed in AIDS, West Coast deception on the Western Front.
This must be kind of recent. It's good, yeah. These guys definitely deal with a lot of police brutality.
Don't be a victim.
With a lot of police brutalities.
Yeah, these guys. You know, they're always getting hassled.
This isn't even acting. This is like real live footage. I get like a Guttermouth kind of vibe from the singer.
From that, yeah, a little bit. I can see that.
The way he's like walking around on the stage.
Yeah, Mark likes to get all jittery, so. It makes me want to hate.
I feel like I've been missing out on this band.
Not bad. You ever listen to DI? I know they have the thing with the dog.
Yeah, I've seen the logo forever.
Yeah, I've listened to that one.
Oh no, I've never actually checked them out at all.
Oh, you never listened to DI at all?
I think I heard one song, and like, there's this weird No Effects tribute album. I forget what song it is, but it's such a weird cover album.
I'd always get them mixed up with DOA.
You know, I've never checked out DOA.
You never listened to DOA?
Probably listen to some points, maybe.
They got this one where they talk about like the church and money. It's pretty good. Let's hear what the people are saying here. Tony Hayes says, "I love it." Punk Rock Girl says, "But yeah, the '80s DI was hardcore. The '90s and 2000 was like thrashy skate punk. I can see that." And then Tony Hayes says, "Just hear the first song on the Middle Funeral album." Okay, so go ahead, look up The Makers again and The Middle Funeral, and just tell us a song, dude.
Yeah. It's like, I'll describe it in great detail.
Okay, the first song on The Middle Funeral.
This is not.
Okay, do The Maker. Good. Maybe it's just Funeral.
I think is this guy fucking with us?
No, go back. Maybe he's like.
Oh, he's doing voice text. He said. So.
Okay, just do
Middle Finger album.
Just do. Don't put middle at all. Just put Funeral.
It's not Funeral though. It auto-corrected to Funeral, but he meant to say Middle Finger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that it right there?
I think so. Yeah. Or.
What is this? Wait, no, it's Wale. It's a rapper. The Makers.
Oh, is this it? No.
There's no way. Dude, what is this obscure ass band you're telling us to find here? On the Middle Finger album. Just type in The Makers again. The Makers band.
Are they punk?
You just type in The Makers.
Oh, here
band.
we go. Oh, I think he just means there's a middle finger on the.
Yeah, the album with the
art.
middle finger on it. Like,
Okay.
Jesus, dude. The first song. Let's do it. This better be worth it. Turn that shit up.
Me and my brother were walking out one night. I said, hey, darling, give me a light. He said,
Oi.
no, man, you don't smoke. I
Oi.
told him I know, but that was a joke.
Oi, oi, oi.
It has like a sort of like a Dead Milkman.
Yeah, little toy dolls.
You never heard this, right?
I've never heard of this band. We couldn't even find them.
I just wanna get a little piece of action, a little love, no satisfaction. That's all I want, baby. That's all I want. Yeah.
It's kind of growing right
I like it. Yeah, mixed with some humor.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
All right. The sun was shining over my black hair. It melts my hair, spraying sticks of hair.
It's got that rock
I
and
let
roll.
it drip all over my ugly face. Some people know.
Yeah.
I just wanna be a little piece of action.
Oh my god, that took you all day.
It took me out, dude.
That's all I want. That's all. That's all. That's all.
Kyle Estes says, remember when Sepultura was pop punk? I do not. Is that a joke? If this was true, you gotta tell me what album Sepultura is a pop punk song on. I would love to hear that. So, speaking of, all right, I got a recommendation while we're waiting for something. Oh, wait. No, Rabbit has something. Oh my gosh. Okay. Zombies. Zumbis. Okay.
I think I know
And the
this one, actually.
song,
I've heard this.
that's it. Do Espa. Yeah. Just play
Oh,
just play
look at this.
Look at that. Just play the first song, I guess. All right, this is Brazilian. This is Sepultura Pop Punk. Or another boy band, I feel like. Oi, oi, oi! Come on down. Let's fucking go. There's no future. There's no. You know these guys are like, I already know what they look like.
You think these guys are like the Sex Pistols in Brazil?
I don't know.
They have a queen over there?
Oh, we got the Misfits. Whoa!
Yeah, someone just said it turned into the Ramones.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey ho, let's go, right?
Yeah. If you're gonna scream, scream with me.
Yeah, they've encapsulated all the legacy.
Yeah, I think it's like the Sex Pistols, the Misfits, and the Ramones in one band.
Can't go wrong, right?
Yeah.
I love this art too. It's like all the tattoos, like all the generic tattoos.
Yeah. Huckleberry says, "Where's Dylan?" I don't know. Where is Dylan? He's in chat.
Football.
Here, go ahead, pause this. I don't listen to more of this. It's all right. Okay,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Will I go back to it? Probably not.
Yeah, kind of Misfits music. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad.
In Brazil, this stuff slaps.
So I'm sure it goes crazy. Danzig's cat says Doug just posted on Discord that he is listening to Ixnay on the Hombre for the first time. Doug is a different cat. Doug is a different cat. I mean, if it's not Crimpshine or a female lead singer, so
Yeah.
it's not a girl singing, or it's not Crimpshine or Lifetime.
You know what? Even with the Flashlight Brown pick, I was like, maybe he'll like it because it's somewhat Green Day adjacent, right? But
I don't know. I wasn't expecting him to love that at all. So I mean, you're lucky you got a 5, buddy. So
yeah,
honestly, I feel honored.
what did you give Potato Pirates? A 4?
6.
A 6?
Bitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's right, because it's fucking better.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Assorted Jelly Beans, Brain Dead. I fucking love that song. Yeah, we could play
Brain Dead. Yeah.
Brain Dead.
They got a video for that, maybe?
I don't think they do.
Here, let's watch him playing it live.
2016, go for it. Let's do it. Canada.
Was I at this?
Can't get away from it.
This is the same festival we're talking about with
This was an adhesive, yeah. You can't even find a girl.
I've actually seen this before. Are they still a band? Like, the reunion for this festival? Like,
they've only made like 2 albums ever, so I doubt.
I actually only know
Also,
one.
charity. Murderholics made it. Just now. Murderhawk says they play shows occasionally for it.
Maybe I
only for breast cancer awareness or conservation efforts. What's happened there? It's not bad. They're doing it. They're doing it. Alright, let's see what some people are saying here. Punk Rock Girl says Dexter's voice gives me gas. All right. Tony Hayes says Green Day is one of those bands that should have stopped after their first 2 albums, of just my opinion. All right, dude. I mean, look, Dookie is a great record. So is Insomniac.
Yeah, I love both those
Come on.
records.
Come on, dude.
I stopped at Warning almost, and then American Idiot. So I drew the line, but
I like Nimrod even. So
I
mean,
love
like
Nimrod. Nimrod's good. Yeah.
Arrogant Idiot. I mean, it was like a different beast. But yeah, I mean, I get the charm of 39 Smooth and Kerplunk, definitely, especially if you're just into a lot more like raw sounding punk rock and stuff like that. But it's like they obviously put out better albums than that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
do
your
love
opinion,
Kerplunk.
You're allowed to
yeah,
have it.
You're right. You're for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, Kerplunk's a good record. Myrtle Hawk says we got like no time left. Yeah, you barely made it, dude. So I'm with the Coral. I see the line at Idiot. You start. That's when you draw your line. Is that when you drew your line once Idiot happened? American Idiot.
Yeah, I barely listened to it, but
Really, that was huge for me. So I remember that record.
I've revisited it now, and I mean it's okay. There's some.
It's alright. It's still. I feel like it didn't age that great, honestly. So it's okay.
But
So
Saviors and all that stuff,
it's a better musical, in my opinion.
I'd be curious to see that. Actually, I'd go see that.
I'd see the Green Day musical, but here, let me I want to meet the guys who say I stopped listening to them when they changed their name from Sweet Children. They exist. Guarantee they're everywhere. You know, I not that there's a lot, but they exist. Like there's the first album elitist all the time for any band. So there's somebody out there who's just like, man, they were such a great band until they got better. So,
I mean, I guess it's true, right? It's always somebody's favorite band at the time.
It's always
probably.
Yeah, definitely. And then they change sound and they don't like them anymore. So
yeah.
But here I got one last thing. I'll have you check out here. Let's see here. Unless you have something. Do you have something you want to play to people?
I don't have anything on top of mind. If you want to.
Danzig's cat says Doug just said X-Day isn't for him. LOL. I mean, come on, what'd you expect?
Yeah.
But if there was a band that came out in 2024 that sounded just like X-Day, and so it had a girl singer, be 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I think the other day you were saying to him like if they sound like a fat band of the 90s, but today. I said Doug listening to a 90s fat or epitaph band, vomit emoji. Then I said Doug listening to a 2024 band that sounds exactly like an epitaph fat band. It's a 2 thumbs up. He told me stop being an asshole for being right. He said quit being so right, asshole. Just love going to Berkeley when I was a kid and as a young adult. Oh, let me see. This band I've been listening to a little bit called Johnny Baseball. We'll just end it with this one. Okay. And the song I want you to play by Johnny Baseball, I think goes pretty hard. Which one is it? That everyone's gonna like. Well, Dude's Backtard is good, but Like There's No Tomorrow by Johnny Baseball. I'll end it with this one. This right now is so far is in my record of top 10 of the year. This Johnny Baseball record. It's like, oh, this is new.
Nope.
This is new.
Yeah, it's like No Pressure. It's like No Pressure meets like just random. They'll randomly mix in like hardcore stuff. But yeah, go ahead, play some Like There's No Tomorrow. Then we'll wrap it up.
Tonight we're gonna party like there's no tomorrow. Forget about our woes and drown our sorrows. Don't forget about your boys when you tip in that bottle. Drunk to fucking death, yeah, that's our motto.
I
This
love
is the
the
final
baseball
song.
bats with the nails in them. Pretty cool.
Here, turn it up a little bit.
This shit is more than it seems. This shit is more than getting drunk in the club. This time
Sounds like the singer.
with all of my friends.
No, but no. You mentioned him like every 3 months.
They're so good.
I love
no, this would be hype, dude. Seeing this live would be awesome.
This is Edge, right? They're straight edge? They got it.
I think they're just like imitating straight edge. They might be.
Can you just imitate it?
You can.
Yeah, I can see people just jump in stage dive left and right.
Oh yeah, this would be going nuts. Yeah. They also have like random like pop punk 2000s like pop punk sounding songs mixed in as well. It's like really cool.
Yeah, I'll check this out. That was a good breakdown.
It goes in. Yeah, you can pause here.
Somebody, you know what? I think it was Punk Rock Guru said, "Comeback Kid Core." It sounds just like the first Comeback Kid record.
It does kind of sound like the first Comeback Kid record. Yeah. This is a great time live, 1000%, 100%. I would love to see these dudes live. So them and Silly Goose would be fucking crazy live. So
Silly Goose, that's the name of a band.
You haven't heard Silly Goose?
No.
Well, it might be a little bit of a spoiler, but you can play them if you want. It's like Limp Bizkit core. It's like it goes fucking hard though. But I listened to it. I listened to Silly Goose, and I'm like, dude, this would go nuts live. It's like one of those bands. Silly, I'm serious. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's watch a little bit.
Spoiler: this video is going to be covered in a video coming up soon. But check out Silly Goose, Bad Behavior.
Look at these Gen Zs.
So skip ahead like about 30 seconds because they talk a bunch about right there where it gets, you see where the replay starts.
The exchanging money? What's going on here? The drug deal?
I don't know. They're handing out tickets. They basically rented out, like they've got everybody Metro's tickets and they're about to do a little show on the Metro station or on the train. So
we're back to trains. Nice.
Well, I love trains.
Yeah.
Go down a little bit more and you should be able to see the where the replay, like you see that peak? Yeah. Start a little back though. Just a little back right there.
Okay.
All right, go for it. This goes hard.
That was awesome.
It's like a more raw Limp Bizkit sound.
Yeah, I can do this. This is good though. I'm not
so scared of what to say in today's world, but I'ma keep it real.
Dude, this is Limp Bizkit. What are you talking about?
100% Limp Bizkit.
Cause when I was a kid, my life was out of control. Picked on and bullied and left us out alone. Smaller than everyone, I couldn't fight back. I just wanted some love, but I never fucking got that. Maybe that's when I morphed into a villain. Started metaphorically killing everybody in my way.
I did, he loves it, yeah. He's a huge fan.
Fuck you, cause I like my attitude. Or did you say narcissistic? I wasn't listening. I was too busy just dreaming of a day with no more manual labor. I'm getting paid for my bad behavior. That's why I'm fucking, cause now I'm getting paid for my bad behavior. Stop me. So hit it with the left, right, see you later. That's why I'm fucking, cause now I'm getting paid for my bad behavior. Stop me. So hit it with the left, right, see you later.
You can pause it, but
it's a cool.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude, it's
cool.
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I don't care. Honestly, this is better than Limp Bizkit, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is like such a raw sound. It's like a hardcore sound mixed with like the Limp Bizkit sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, I love it. Baby Durst, Final Essay says. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he honestly, it's already, is this punk or is it new metal? I don't know. It's like a little bit of like in between. So it's like, I feel like it's a little bit of like hardcore mixed with kind of new metal as well. So
seems to be making a comeback here.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I look at this music video and like this seems like a good time to me. This seems like punk rock to me, dude. A lot of times. I mean, I know
Yeah.
it's not the typical punk sound, but all the kids showing up to this all got fucking piercings. They all got fucking bad families, lives at home. So they're relating the Silly Goose lyrics, and all the lyrics are about being like a loser too. I mean, like it's such like So
What you think it's like? What do you mean? Like it's
And he's
cool that they're such losers, or
it is cool. It's always cool to be a loser in punk
Yeah.
rock. So, it's you always think about being a loser. He's saying like, I didn't fit in. I was the weird kid at school.
Yeah.
But now I'm on the mic and I'm killing it, fool.
yeah, like it wouldn't hit the same way if they're like, we're the coolest. We've always been so cool. Everybody loves
unless
us, right?
Yeah, it's like it's so funny. Kick Some Ass by Stroke 9. You remember we talked
Yeah,
about that,
yeah.
right?
It's in the
I
Jay
used to
Silent
be
Bob movie.
a nerd. Grew up in the suburbs, dude. Oh shit! Fuck it. No, I don't know. We might not be able to play that song. That song would be awesome to play at the ending, though.
Maybe we'll start with that next time. See what it
Yeah,
does.
that'd be good. Punk Rock Girl says Urgab has bars. Yeah, man. Rhyme is school and fool. That's how I roll. But we'll wrap it up, dude. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to the late night show. We covered Immortal Corals.
You got
Kyle,
the wrong Immortal.
Crazy Kyle's. His record, Flashlight Brown, My Degeneration. We talked about that. We reacted to Danzig talking about books. Fat Mike going to Bible study. We listened to a really cool Blink-182 cover. We will listen to some like 80s hardcore that we checked out a couple different bands. It was a good time. We had a great time with you guys here. So thank you for watching. We're going to do this again sometime. Sometimes it'll be in the morning. Sometimes it'll be in the evening. Who knows? This is an ever-evolving, ever-changing, amorphous blob of a show. So
We will let you know. We'll try to.
Thank you. Thank you. We will.
Yeah, thanks guys for showing up.
Hell yeah. Peace out, dudes.
See ya.